All right, guys, so I'm live. Oh, we're having some connection problems. Hold on. It must be something wrong with this thing. I don't know. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear me or if the connection's going in and out? Hi, everybody. My name is LaShawn Jenkins with the Notary Institution. I coach and I mentor notary signing agents on how they can start their notary signing agent business. So I already see Miss Sharonda, you already dropped down your location, told us you're in where you're located at. So everyone, as you all come in, tell me where you're watching from. Let me move my chair up because I feel like really low. There we go. Hey Sharon, how are you? Let me see. It's something wrong with my connection. It's definitely yours. You can hear me fine? Okay. Let me know if it freezes too, because it's saying like my connection is unstable. But I'm actually in the router, so I don't know what's going on. So California, how y'all doing, everybody? I haven't been on here in a long time. Like feel like a little bit after more than 7 days for sure. Um, But in today's video, I actually just wanted to talk about some things that you should do and things that you should know before you become a notary signing agent, and also before you get started into this business. So how many people are on here right now? They already started, or like you're thinking about it, you're one of them new people, you're not really sure exactly, where you should start before you even think about starting your mobile notary business. Let me know. So let's see. I want to see who we all have here. Georgia showing out. Stephanie from Garland, how you doing? She's in Texas. Hey, Miss Cleo, how are you? David, he said he's in California. Is somebody in here in Florida? No, Illinois. I seen something out. Missouri, 3 years in. Okay. Portland, Oregon. Now, I don't really hear about no notary signing agents over there, Mr. Cal, I don't want to say. Let me see. Oh, Detroit. My bad. I seen you, Detroit. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. Miss Tiffany from Detroit, Portland. All right. So I just, right now, like in some of my previous videos, I talk about people who are really getting started into this notary business. And some people just jump in straight in, but there is some, how you doing? Oh, hold on. Hi, Miss Addie. I got two signing in. Okay. Oh, that's why I haven't heard from you. You know what I noticed this month? Because I did the live class last month. No one booked the appointment this month. That many appointments for the one-on-ones. So everyone must be busy getting their signing. So good for you, Miss Addie. Hey, Miss Deborah, how you doing? I think you're a clubhouse. You be on the clubhouse with me, Miss Deborah. I recognize that last name. Anywho, so I'm just going to go into some topics. Oh, she's in Tennessee. I'm gonna go into some things that you should think about before you go head first into this business. Really, these things that I'm going to mention is going to help you prepare to have an actual successful notary signing agent business, and not only about having a successful business, but also making sure that you are one of those notary signing agents who are doing the right thing. In case some people don't know, there is signing companies now. They're like making it a little bit harder to get in, and I want to make sure that everyone here is set up for success for their notary signing agent business. So the first thing that I want to talk about is before you start into this business, we're gonna go back to before. My first thing on the list, if I'm not mistaken, let me see, I wrote it because I wrote this down like Saturday, and I was supposed to do this video. I had put understanding your state laws as a notary, but we gonna take it back to understanding everything that requires to become a notary in your state. Um, every state is different on the qualifications to become a notary. Some states have mandatory training, sometimes some states don't. If you are in a state where training is not required, I recommend that you go get some training. Anyone that knows me, I recommend training all the time. No matter, as long as you're getting training, real training, I recommend it. But before you can even start about becoming a signing agent is first learn how to become a notary, the requirements to become a notary. And then after you do that and figure out how the loan signing agent business actually works in your particular state. And I'm only saying that because some states actually have different restrictions on what you can do as a notary signing agent, loan signing agent, either or, both the same thing. You want to really honestly make sure to see what you can do. Some of those states are attorney states. Some states have certain ways that some of the closings have to be done. For example, here in the state of Texas, if you do any type of cash out closing, that's basically when the borrowers won't get money back. When they pretty much, it's kind of like a refinance in a way, but they're getting money back, but borrow money against the equity of their home or something along those lines. Don't quote me on it right now because I don't have it right, but I know I have an idea what it is. Those particular closings have to be done in the title company. And those are things that you should know before you start taking on closings and really just full force hopping into this business is understanding the restrictions in your state. So that is one of the biggest things, understanding what you can and cannot do. Even in the attorney states, you want to make sure that you're doing these closings with the attorney present. That's a really big thing in the attorney states. Some people believe that in attorney states you cannot make money, which is absolutely false. Because you can. Just because the closings are being done by attorneys do not mean you can't make the money. The attorneys is pretty much the ones kind of facilitating the transaction. If you look at it, it's almost like the attorney states that like here in Texas, the title company pretty much run everything for the most part. It's just the opposite in the attorney states. The attorney is a person who really runs that transaction for the most part. But really, it's really you understanding the restrictions and what you can and cannot do. Because there's places where people honestly hop into this and they don't realize that there are certain things that they cannot do. Especially if you go into a training program and sometimes you hop in and you're thinking you're going to do this and then you realize you can't do this. And it's not only just for loan signings, I mean, for any type of jobs. Always see what your state says about before you take it on new things. I know we have field inspections coming up, going on, permit runners. It's important for you to research, can you really do those things in your particular state? For example, like the I-9s here, you could add I-9 verification to your business, but you have to see what your state law says about doing I-9s. I know here in Texas, I'm going to say Texas because this is where I live at and this is where I worked at. But here in Texas, to even do an I-9, you have to be very careful about that. Because you have to make sure that you're not acting as a notary when you're doing that I-9. That is very important to know. So that's one thing. That's like an example of, making sure you're informed before you start adding on these different things. Because I see some things being done and people are not really doing the research like they're supposed to before they just hop in. And the thing is, you want to protect your commission at all costs. And then two, you don't want to do anything that might, one, not only take away your commission, but two, anything where honestly you might get sued. You might actually do some jail time or something along those lines, or jail time may be at the top, but you might end up paying fines, court costs, all kinds of things. So you really want to be mindful and be careful about the things that you go out here and do. You want to make sure that you're informed about what your state allows you to do as a notary. And that's that's very, very important. Let's see, I already did the laws. I already talked about the loan closings. So another thing too, so this is for majority of the states, actually all of them. Before you can start doing loan signings, you are required to have a separate background check done. And this background check is different from the one that's given from your state. So if your state gives you a background check, say if you're not a notary, let's say if you're not a notary, and you do that background check, become a notary. And then if you want to do the loan signings, you do need a separate background check. And the one that is mainly recognized by all the companies and everywhere is the one on the National Notary Association website. Let me see. I think I'm going to pull it up for you all. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, yes. I missed the chat due to company from out of state. Couldn't find a link. Oh, okay, Addie. My bad. Well, I want to email it. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna write it down because I know I'll do it right this second. But I'm gonna write your name down, Addie. You can always email me too. Let me see, Addie Drayton. Veronica, are you talking about what Addie's talking about? Well, Addie was actually in the workshop that I did last month. And if you do want to do the workshop, I can put the link in here, but if you do want to do the workshop, you are welcome to. Let me take this off. Okay, so I think, was I about to show the background check? I was. So everyone, in case you don't know, before you become a loan signing agent, you have to take another background check. And even though some of these things, I know for some people on here, you already know that you need a separate background check, but there's a lot of people that are getting into this. And honestly, some people are like halfway through, they get through all that training, they sign up for companies, and then they realize, and like, okay, damn, what background check are they talking about? You need another background check to do the loan signing agents ones. Let me see. I already get that one. And everything before you get started into this business, and before you even take a loan signing appointment, make sure you have the supplies to do it. And when I mean as far as like supplies, I mean just at least a printer, paper, legal size paper, letter size paper. You can get the scanner too, but at least have or you can get it all in one, or you can get two separate. Either or, depending on really what works out for you and your budget and your income, and how you want to work your business. But please make sure you have the tools to do the assignments. There are people here taking assignments and they don't have the tools to do it. So what they turn around and do is go to FedEx to print. Well, honestly, you're spending a lot more money to print at Office Max, FedEx, and all of that. So you might as well just take your money and buy yourself a little printer so that you can use. Also, too, make sure you have your notary journal, your notary stamp. Don't be taking on jobs and you know that you don't have the basic supplies to get you through the job. And some of these things, it seems a little tedious, but these things are like happening. It's happening a lot, and it's really causing a big ruckus between the signing companies to where so now they're training us. Like, come on now, like what kind of shenanigans is that? It just a little off, if you ask me. So please make sure you have the supplies before you go hopping into this business. You know what? And I'm gonna go into detail too, not even just the printer. Especially if you're a person who's doing general notary work. Let's say you're a notary signing agent and you just want to do general notary work and that's it. Make sure you have some acknowledgments and some jurats, basically some notarial certificates on you, so that way you can execute the signing of those documents correctly. Because I'm going to tell you one thing about general notary work is that the documents do not always come with a notarial certificate, with notarial certificate on it or notarial wording on that document. Majority of the times when people call you, it will not have no words on it. So you will have to allow them to choose a certificate and then turn around and also attach that certificate to it. Or some people use the stamp. I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That stamp that's on Amazon, that's a little big and bulky for me. That thing was huge. It's huge. And man, do I have it over here? I wish I can show you all because I really don't. It's like way over there, but that stamp is huge. So make sure you have some notarial certificates on you to do the job for general notary work. Because a lot of documents are not going to come with it. I mean, some of them will, but some of them won't. So that's just one tip for you all, for anyone that's going to do general notary work and you want an idea of like some of the basic things you should have to get started. The notarial certificates, the journal, your stamp, And that's pretty much it. Just to get started. There's some supplies that you would need right there. Let's see. And then I got number 6. So did anyone have any questions about anything before I go on to the last one? Let me see. Oh, I just got your notification. Yes, I decided to go live today. I need to go more, but I've been so busy, like really preparing for the Texas training workshop that I have coming up on the 10th. I've been really busy with that. I've been making workbooks. Well, making the workbooks, put the content for the workbooks, doing the slides, because it's going to be different, a little bit different from our one online, because this one's going to be in person. But I'm actually really excited for it, to be honest with you guys, because in the training workshop, like really, my goal is to show everyone how to do the closing. So, and it's going to be in person. So I want to show you exactly, how to prepare the document, the loan package, what it should look like. And then too, we're going to do like a little practice session thing where like we're going to do with the people that's there, and kind of like going through the process of how to present the documents, getting your practice in. So that way, when you do get your closing, you'll feel confident. You'll know like, okay, I need to work on this a little bit, or what you need to study more. It's going to be a really great workshop, to be honest. It's going to be a small group of people, but it's definitely going to be a great interactive workshop, especially for people who are like hands-on, who need that hands-on learning in-person thing. It's going to be great. I'm excited. This is my first time actually teaching something like in person. Well, teaching a notary class in person. I've done plenty of things in person, but this is going to be the first class that I've done in person and really helping people, because normally I just do it online because it's easy online. But now, this is more like a hands-on approach, and people are going to walk out of here. Honestly, people are going to walk out that training being confident, and also knowing how they can get the business, market their business, get clients, do the loan closing, if more than anything, and then also understand the documents. So, Evie, how are you? Evie, I think I was trying to find you I think you're on my Facebook page, but I wanted to see how you was doing. But so to answer your question, Evie said where will this take place? So I have a training in Texas. But Evie, I know you're in Florida, and I did a poll to see how many people we can come out for Florida, because I do plan on going down there for the summer, and I do want to be able to help some of the Florida students that's down there. I got to start coming out the house, guys, because I got some of the subscribers. They want me to come outside and actually, help. I'm more like online though, but I'll come outside. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so I'm trying to have one in Florida. I just need a poll. I think I did one on the YouTube channel to see how many people are interested, but I might just throw the link up and create the pages and stuff. So get you all to come on out to the training. Let me see. Evie said, I'm getting stronger every day. Well, that's good to hear that you're doing a lot better. Actually, I'm happy to see you on here, because I couldn't find your stuff. I couldn't remember, but I do remember you not being well. So I was like, damn, I hope she all right. And I didn't want you to think I forgot about you, because it was like, I think like 4 months since I last talked to you. But I'm happy that you're feeling a lot better. All right, let me see. All right, so went into that. So another thing too, before you hop into this business, um, make sure you're getting some training. Rather it's a course, a book that's going to teach you about the notary sign agent business, a book that's going to train you on the laws, whatever it is that you want to do, please get some training. That is so important right now, because right now what's happening is that people are coming out here and they're like, I'll figure this out as I go. But I heard today a situation where a woman said she just pretty much did that, and now she made so many mistakes. She said she made so many mistakes that they're not calling her no more. And granted, I mean, I'm sure they'll call her again eventually, but she has to literally kind of wait it out till they want to use her again. Or some companies really won't even use you no more. I don't stress about companies like that because there's so many of them too. But it is getting to that point where, like, honestly, you just can't just hop into this and just wing it, because now they are holding these title companies, they are holding you accountable for your mistakes. They're not even letting the excuse of I'm new, I didn't know. They're not even allowing those type of things no more. Like, they literally are just in the back office typing up the little notes. Do not use this notary no more. Have a good day. Because they want everybody on the team to know, no matter what the circumstance is, to never use this person. And some of that just happening because people are not actually going through any type of organized training program that someone has taken their time to put together, so everyone can know the information and do it right. People are not doing that no more. Kind of people are just winging it, and that winging it is messing some people up. Because these companies are starting to, and then not only they're starting to get more stricter. Now they're not even allowing some newbies to even get into this business. To be honest, like, it's getting like a little crazy out here. And I know some of y'all watch other people's channels, but it is happening. Like, it is a thing that's happening. It's a thing that's happening, and I think it's something that needs to be taken seriously. To be honest, it needs to be taken seriously. Let me see. I passed my background check for the NNA. Just got my package today. Hey, Eugenia, where you been? Where you been, Eugenia? I haven't seen you in a while. I need to put some lip gloss on real quick. My mouth is definitely not popping. Pass the background check for the NNA. Okay. Eugenia, where you been? You're in Virginia. Eugenia, I don't know. Oh, I think you're in Virginia, correct? See, this is what I need to start doing with the students, guys. I want to tell you this what I need to start doing. Because I really do remember you all. I remember names. But sometimes it be so many people, I be trying to remember everything in my head. And really what I need to do, I need to write your names down, write down the notes. But I guess, like, for me, I like to feel like personal, because I don't write down nothing down about my friends. My friends, I don't do that. So that's why I don't write things down. But I won't start writing things down. Who's this? Brian. What about Ron? Brian, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have nothing for Ron for you today. But I do have a video coming, like, next. Let me look at my calendar. Hold on. I want to say next week, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I gotta pull up my calendar. I wanna write those names. Absolutely. Y'all look, y'all right. Absolutely. I don't write down the names. Hold on real fast. I've been so busy with working and finally getting into things. Yes, I'm my VA. No problem, no problem. Just was curious. But see, that's why too I have, like, so recently someone told me, kind of, well, I won't say told me, but a lot of people have been suggesting that I change, like, the mentorship thing. Because, like, right now how I have it is, I get people the full year access. And the only reason I do that is because, like, people like Eugenia, we all have lives. I know some people, they work. We are trying to start a business, work our jobs, and not only our jobs, take care of our families. I know me, I have a 10-year-old, so I have to pick them up from school, feed them. I got to go grocery shopping, pay the bill. I got to do all this other stuff on top of running my business. So that's why I'll be like, it's cool. Like, we all got stuff going on. Some people got other family members to take care of. Luckily, I don't have no other family members. I'm only here. It's only me and my son. So I don't have no other people. I don't have no other people I'm taking care of, no aunts, uncles, cousin. And matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to do that anyway. Because sometimes family will try to bring you down. And you really have to be careful with them too. Okay, so Brian, to answer your question, Brian, I want to tell you where you need to focus your energy on. Focus your energy on being a notary first. Learning the business, learning how it works, start building these connections with these companies and start building these connections with the companies and adding Tehran into that. That's what I recommend. Or at least what you should do, and I always recommend people at least get your stuff. At least if you want to be Ron, go ahead, get the certification, because I know here is separate. You have to be an online notary. You have to apply, put in your application, become an online notary, right? And then work the business as a notary with your general notary work, loan signings, start networking, building actual relationships with some of the direct clients that that can give you the Ron or the remote online notarization. And Brian, what state are you located in? And so to answer your question, how Ron is going to affect the market, I think it'll be a positive effect. I don't think it's going to be. Hold on, real quick. I'm trying to get that data for the video that I told you I was doing. Dang. Okay, I believe it's April 9th or April. No, I think it's April 12th is the date that I had planned it. So April 12th, I believe it's the date. But let me go back to what Brian was saying. I believe it's still going to be a positive effect with Ron. And the only reason I don't see it just taking over the whole thing, because there's a lot that goes into it. And then too, not all states have adapted it, and not all states will. And then even like with some of the states that have adapted Ron, there's certain stipulations with it. And then some states only use certain programs. So I don't think it's going to be something like drastic to where so you're not going to be able to do loan signings anymore or make about the same amount of money. I don't think it's going to be that way. So hopefully that answers your question. Let me see. Oh, so I'm getting to your question. Thank you, Nikita, for my lip gloss. This is the Fenty lip gloss. This right here is the lip gloss, guys. Now it's a little pricey. I'm not gonna lie, Rihanna. She went a little high with this, but what I can say though, I got like two. I got like three of these because I got the other one too. This lip gloss right here is poppy because this stays on your lips. Like you don't have to keep reapplying. I could drink some water and this still be there. So, ladies, we need the Fenty lip gloss. But anywho, Nikita said new NSA still haven't had a signing. I'm trying to get comfortable with describing the docs. Nikita. So I'm gonna tell you guys, documents are easy. I can confidently tell you that documents are easy. I do think that people sometimes there's a little overthinking into it because sometimes you want to make sure that you're explaining it right. But I want to tell you, sometimes you could be sitting at the signing table and not know the document a little bit. The borrower might know more than you, to be honest with you. So don't ever feel like ashamed that you just don't know or don't understand it, because there was one time I was at a signing table. Hold on. I was at a signing table, right? I didn't know what the document meant. I never heard of it. I think I might have told this before. It was the mineral rights document. Had no idea what that was. It's some country stuff, in my opinion, if you ask me, because I'm from the city. And I was like, I never heard of this. And me and the woman was both reading this document, like trying to understand it. And then she called her husband in there. And her husband read it, and he kind of helped us get it together, guys. So don't be ashamed if you don't know exactly what it means. Because sometimes the borrower is like, we all on the same page. We all human. We all people. But we did get to an understanding of exactly what the document meant. But now to help you out, Nikita, is that there's resources out there now that will help you better understand the documents. So we have, the book is a little too far for me to grab it, but we have the loan source document book, and that book breaks down the documents. It shows you where they need to sign. It shows you what type of documents come in certain closings. So the NNA has looked out with that. At first, the NNA wasn't doing too many. They didn't have too many resources like that, but now they have like some really good resources to help people, go through these documents, go through this book, to help you better get comfortable with these documents and understand them. Hey, Christina, how you doing? There's Christina. How you doing? Hold on. So let me see. I want to make sure I don't skip no. She said, where are you coming to Texas? Oh, Stephanie, March, hold on, April 9th and April 10th is when I have Texas. So I'm going to be like, I'm not sure if you know like where Brown Rock is at, but it's like close to Austin area. I'm going to be over there. I'm going to be in Cedar Park, Texas, to answer your question. Let's see. I see your question, Ayana. I just trying to make sure I get everybody uh questions because I be messing up sometimes. SD. Mm, oh. All right. So Ayana said, good evening, coming in from Florida. Just got my commission today. Stamp will be here tomorrow and pass my loan signing agent exam with the NNA. Well, kudos to you, Ayana. Like you on the right path already. You on the right path already. Did you get the NNA membership? All right. And then she had another one. All right. And then she said, background check clear and took the permit runner course while waiting on my commission. Now I'm scared. What you scared for, Ayana? There's no need to be scared, Ayana. If you have taken training, honestly, you'll be fine. That's why I asked if you have the NNA membership. So that's another thing too, I can add on to the list on preparing yourself for let me put this because it's covering my face. That's another thing to that's another thing. So that's another thing I want to add to the list about preparing to become a loan signing agent. If you're brand new, you might as well just go ahead and get the NNA membership. And I want to tell you why. Because if you have some questions and you need questions answered, that is state specific. That's what you can call them and ask those questions, and they're pretty good with answering those questions because they're gonna ask you what state you in. Well, they probably already know when you call because they pull up your ID number and stuff. But to be honest, if you don't have an NNA membership as a newbie, I highly recommend that you get one because you need a safe place where you can ask questions without people coming at your neck. And then two, to get accurate answers on top of that. That's really what it boils down to is getting the right answer. Because sometimes you can go into these other, hey Miranda, how you doing? Just seeing you on Clubhouse too. But sometimes you can go into other platforms, ask people who may not be in your state, and they really can't give you a solid, they can give you a solid answer. There are people out there, who are knowledgeable. I'm pretty knowledgeable about different things in the states. I don't know everything in every state, and quite frankly, I really don't want to know all that because it's just too information overload for me, But I don't mind learning. But I do recommend that you get that NNA membership because you really do want to get your questions answered properly. Because the NNA hotline, they are going to answer your questions state specific versus if you ask somebody else. And not only that, sometimes people don't really have time to always answer your questions. Even local notaries, you try to find someone locally, most of the time they're working too. So they're not going to really have time to always be at your beck and call, to answer your questions. So to help you feel more comfortable and feel like you're doing the right thing, use the NNA as a stepping stool for you all. Some people just keep it forever because really they do provide a lot of resources. They provide notarial certificates. Eugenia said that they provide a form that explains each document. Like, you really can't beat it. And especially if you're brand new, like you really need a solid foundation where you can go to and refer to. Because some of the information that people may be sharing is just not right. It's not right information. Some people are just telling you to do things because sometimes too, especially some people selling courses, some of them are trying to tell you some things to make a quick buck, But that's really none of my business. Let me see. Ayana said, yes, I'm getting a membership tomorrow right now. Been trying to get a list of signing service to sign up with, but I really need to do a lot general notary work and get my hands in the permit running. So, and that's another thing too, Ayana. I'm about to tell you right now. Anybody that I work with or teach, I tell them we focusing on one thing here. So whatever it is that you're gonna focus on and do, that's what you need to focus on and do and grow. Because right now you giving me a lot. You giving me loan signings, general notary work, and permit running. Let's take our time here because there's no rush. Let's let's get started. If you're gonna do loan signings, get started with loan signings. If you're gonna get started with general notary work, get started with that. If you're gonna do permit running, do that. Master that. Learn that. Listen, I'm a person big on we're gonna work on one thing all the time, and then we're gonna start adding in other stuff. But we're gonna master one thing first. Before we start adding all this stuff, we're gonna master one thing first. Now I know with general notary work and loan signings, they kind of can go hand in hand a little bit, but definitely pick one and work your way and master it like that. And I always tell people to start off on general notary work too, because one, you're getting comfortable. You're getting comfortable being around people, traveling, figuring out, how you need to adjust your schedule, adjust your life around so that way you can be an entrepreneur, a good entrepreneur. And not only that, you're getting familiar with how to fill out these notary certificates. And honestly, with documents, I want to tell you what people get tripped off of. They getting tripped off of the notarial certificates. People are getting tripped off, and that those notarial certificates go back to just basic being a notary. To be honest with you, if you know how to be a notary and you know what you're doing being a notary, I promise you, like, no, you could do anything. You could sign any piece of paper. It does not matter. Like, you don't even need the training. If you're trained as a notary and you're a really good notary and you know what to do, I promise you, like, you could sign any document right now. Like right now, someone brought like a living will, testament, or something to me. Don't even do them like that. Advance directive, don't even do them. But I know notary law, and I can read. I know how to read. I do got the comprehension skills, so I can read. And after I read, I'm like, okay, all right, you'll fill this out. And really, all I'm looking for is, all right. So after they fill that out, what I gotta fill out, and where do I witness their signatures? Stuff like that. If you understand basic notarial law, you will be successful in this business. And not only in the business, but you'll be successful with the documents. Because sometimes people are getting tripped off the documents because they don't understand the basic notarial law. For example, right? Someone comes to you, let's say an expired ID. I know here in Texas, we have like a particular thing. You have to have a valid license. Let's say before Corona, because now they did do these extensions and stuff. But we talking about just regular old Texas. Someone comes to you with a copy of their ID on a piece of paper, and they're like, "Oh, I'm about to do my loan closing with this." No, you're not. You basic notarial laws say that we can't notarize no signature without no valid ID, no copy of it either. We need the actual physical thing. So right then and there, I know that's something I can't do. I don't need to call the signing company and ask them. Only thing, I won't call the signing company and tell them why I'm not doing it, why this closing is not going to take place, But that just goes back to you knowing your basic notarial laws. If you don't understand your basic notarial laws, I highly recommend that you start researching them. I believe the NNA provides some really great resources. Your Secretary of State website provides resources. I believe some states have training. I know Texas now recently, not maybe about 2 years ago, they introduced some training onto the website that teaches you the basic notarial law. So whatever state you in, study your basic notarial law. Study what you can do. When I mean study, I mean study everything. Study about, what forms of ID you can take, what form of ID you can't take. Study how the credible witness work in your state. Who can be a witness. Just little stuff like that. Study those laws, and when you have a better understanding on those laws, then the loan documents is like nothing. Like, it's going to be the easiest thing. you're not going to worry. You're not going to get tripped up on the acknowledgments. Now you're going to be focusing on, okay, making sure people sign what they need to sign, initial what they need to initial, fill out what they need to fill out, and that's it. Because you have a basic you have your foundation and you understand that part of it. Let me see. Oh, I missed all these comments, guys. um, Thank you, Evie. She said, "Cause it's not taught and makes." She said, "Right. You know what? And some of the courses, to be honest, that I see that's coming up, some of that stuff is not taught. Like some people. I'm not going to say selling the dream because I believe in dreams. You know, I believe that whatever you dream can happen. You know, you dream it, you can achieve it. Like I do believe that. But some people be out here selling, I don't know, selling the funkiness, if that's what I want to call it. Wedding ceremony, Brian, I'll be honest with you, that ain't my lane. No wedding ceremony thing for me. But to even so, that's no. Thanks for bringing that up. Matter of fact, because that like ties back into the thing I said earlier about when people are starting this business. You know, you see all these niches. You know, you see all these things that you can do or potentially do. But before you start hopping up and just doing these things, see what your state says on you doing it. What is the process? Because every state is different. Like right now, I can tell you, some states require you to be a minister or ordained minister. You know, so some states you can just be a notary and officiate weddings. So you really have to know and understand the requirements to do certain things. Because I know a lot of people just hopping into things and just waking up and like, oh, I seen this notary on Facebook. She did this. In just because they in your state doing something, hell, oh shoot, my bad. Sometimes you gotta fact check them because sometimes some people be out here doing some funky stuff. You know, I see people charging prices that they can't even justify why they charging those prices. You know, so whatever it is that you do, doesn't matter what you do, see the requirements that it takes in order for you to provide a service like that, or if you can even provide that service. You know, make sure you're researching these laws. Let me see. New beginning. I'm getting to y'all questions, guys. Y'all comments. I'm getting to them. My bad for the potty mouth, guys. You know, I was getting real serious here. She said, I purchased the lower package, then went back and upgraded to get the lessons. I'm now understanding and feeling confident while studying. Good for you. Good for you, Miss New Beginning. That's what I'm talking about. Get the education, because I want to tell y'all guys this. Have a foundation. NNA training course, have some type of training foundation. And if you're going to watch these videos, just watch and listen. And just sometimes, you know, when some people talk, you know, you got to filter some things out. You got to filter some things out on YouTube, because there's like a huge, I don't know what's going on, but it's a huge thing going on YouTube right now. So sometimes you can listen to some folks, you know, maybe write it down. Like me, sometimes you got to write it down and then research it and be like, oh, okay, nah, they don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. But the thing is, always have a foundational thing that you can refer back on to figure out if something's wrong or right or what you can do. And that's why, honestly, I recommend the NNA, because like Brian, that question you asked, I'm not sure what state you in. You can call the NNA and see the procedures on can a notary officiate a wedding ceremony, and maybe they could tell you what you need to do. So that's why I recommend you getting that hotline, especially if you're brand new and you know you're gonna have a lot of questions, and don't rely on the internet to answer your questions, because some people, you know, they're not nice, and then some people just giving a flat out wrong information to you all. So that's that. One skill set for 1 month, then add on. I got you. See, that's why I said I'm anxious. It's all right. I mean, it's okay, guys. We're going to be anxious. You know, we all get anxious, but that's why, you know, to calm the anxiety down. You know, I do this for myself. Like I literally do this for myself. So I'm not telling you nothing that I don't do. I have a whole lot of things going on, you know, but I learned, you know what, just now I take it one step by step, one thing at a time, you know, and then I look at the outcome and the results come, you know, but I do take it one at a time. I truly believe in focusing on one thing. Like after I built this notary institution out, you know, how I want it to be built, I am moving on to something else. But I'm just not all over the place because I really believe in this, and I'm going to take this far. I have big dreams for the Notary Institution, but I'm not teaching. I'm not all over the place. I'm not doing this real estate, outside doing some Uber, whatever, whatever is out there. I'm not doing it. I'm literally, this is it. Like, I'm like tunnel vision. And that's how we need to be in our businesses. Like, we need to be tunnel vision. And I want to tell you one way to help you to be tunnel vision is I had learned this from Russell Brunson. Well, I learned it from Russell Brunson. Well, I ain't gonna say I learned it from him. He kind of reiterated what I already had kind of knew because I learned it from a friend, was non-income producing activities. So that's how I keep my focus. So I write down things that I write down everything that I need to do, right? And after I write it down, I get like a little T chart on another at the bottom, right? And then I write income producing activity and non-income producing activity. And if it's a non-income producing activity, it can wait. I'm not even going to focus on it right away. But if it's an income producing activity, I want to focus on it. And now I do it so much that I naturally would do it. Like, I do it out in public. Like, sometimes I won't even do certain things with people because I'm like, oh, that's not an income producing activity, so I gotta go. And you ask my friends, that's how I tell them, oh, this is not income producing. I can't do too much of this because this is not income producing. This is not helping me towards my future. And that is how you actually really get that laser beam focus, is separating your activities from income producing and non-income producing activities. And it's very important for you all to do it. Let me see. Man, I'm missing your comments. Hold on. I wonder why the comments are not scrolling on down. Okay, so I already read that one. Yeah. Hey, Akisha. I helped you out. Yeah, I helped her out yesterday. I'll be there Friday. Um, I'll be there Friday. Anna Jackson, what training do you suggest for a new notary that doesn't have money yet to pay for a different training program? So I'll be honest with you, Miss Anna. It does take money to get into this business. You will have to invest some money. But Miss Anna, this is what I can tell you. So if you're already a notary, first tell me what state you're in. Tell me what state you're in, Miss Anna. But I always recommend that anyone who's already a notary and you have a commission, you should be making some money with that. Like, you really should be. Get yourself some business cards. I'm pretty sure if you're already notary, you already got the stamp, the journal, and you already paid the application fee. You already got everything. Get yourself some business cards. Get yourself a free Google business listing. Use the free website. You need to take advantage of all the free that's out here right now. List your business on Google. Get a free Google business number or a separate phone number or however you want to run your business. Get yourself listed so you can start getting some calls so you can make some money with your commission. And then you can use that money to invest so that you can start doing loan signings. To be honest, Miss Anna. And it was something else I want to say. Oh, the business cards. You can start passing your business cards at places, sometimes assisted living homes, car washes, anywhere where you can leave your business card, leave it there. To be honest, Miss Anna, like, you can really get started with general notary work. Everybody wants to skip general notary work. I'm not really sure why, but to each its own. But you can make money there too. So that's what I recommend for anybody that's new and is more like income type of thing. And you can use your notary commission to make money, especially if you're in a state where you could charge that travel fee. So hopefully, Miss Anna, that can help you out. Somebody called me more for what you get called for, a wedding. Well, this is another thing too, Brian. If you're receiving calls for it, maybe you should start it. Or maybe you could find someone that do it and you could get the referral fee off of it or something, but if it's calls being done for it, go ahead, get started. I know me, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm real particular about things. I could be receiving 10 calls for a wedding, which I have received a lot of phone calls for weddings. I'm not about to be in nobody's wedding. Unless it's my own, I'm just not trying to be there. I'm not trying to do all that. This is not my thing. So I'm good on the weddings. Let's see. I'm a little disappointed in myself due to my I'm gonna go back up too. Well, Tracy, this it's all right. We're gonna make mistakes, but it's all about how you correct your mistakes and how you actually go about. I'm not sure what type of mistakes you have made. If you care to share, this is a safe space. No one's here to like attack you or anything. But to be honest, I'm not sure what your mistakes are, but people are going to make mistakes. Like I made mistakes, I make mistakes all the time. I still do, to this day. You're always going to make a mistake, but it's all about, how you go about fixing that mistake. Let's see, because I know I have skipped some. Okay, Ms. Williams said only 3 states in the U.S. allow notaries to perform ceremonies without being ordained. Oh, thank you for that, Miss Williams. Miss Valerie, my bad. Well, Miss Williams, Miss Valerie, my bad. Let me see. Maine, South Carolina, and Florida. Okay. Hey, Miss North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. How did I get started with journal notary work? So North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, you only charge I think you're only able to charge like $5 in notarial services. But if you want, who really does that is Jerron. He's located in North Carolina. So maybe he has a certain way that he's doing things. So you can go contact him. And he's Jerron Porter, I believe, on YouTube. Let me put his links in here, guys. All right, let me calm down. For loan signing, okay, Anna, I'm not sure. Anyone have any suggestions how to set up your Google? We made it. All right. So when they took it down, did they tell you why they took your Google business listing down? Because normally they'll follow up with something. I got my certificate from the Register of Deeds. Kudos. No, I don't use Notary Gadget. All right, Mr. Brian, we don't sell. So, Mr. Brian, we don't sell no services on my channel. And that's because, I can't vouch for you and I don't want no one on my channel to think that there's janky people over here. So we don't sell no services on my channel whatsoever. Now, if you got a service that you would like to offer and you want me to present it to people, you are more than welcome to send me an email. But we don't do no services in the comments on this channel at all. Actually, no, I've been recommending Notary Earth, and that's only because you're actually able to take payments in there using via PayPal. Okay, let me see. At the end of the day, it's all about doing the work. I did this before the internet. Y'all have the world in your back pockets. I do weddings, but got ordained to do them. You know what? You are sure right. I'm not sure who you. I don't know what your name is. A nuke or something. But you was right. Let me see. At the end of the day, it is all about the work, and you're right. We have the internet now. Like, man, like you could do whatever you want there, dang near. Like, seriously, you really can. It's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. Like, before, like, I would watch, like, when you watch TV, you used to kind of wonder, like, dang, how do you get seen? You can get seen on the internet on YouTube, like literally have a camera, internet, talking about what people want to hear. You good. You got a whole audience. And then too, you got access to the information. To be honest. So right now we are in a good day and age right now. Right. You are absolutely right. We have access to the information now. What I noticed, like we have all this information, kind of like information overload. Now people are scared to kind of act on the information. And then too, they're just winging it. That's another thing. Google suspended me and I don't know why. Now I have to be re-verified. So Google will sometimes suspend accounts too. So I'm not sure if you all are using like virtual addresses, but Google will actually suspend you for that when they find out if it's like a virtual address, because they are getting strict now on. They're getting really strict now. So if you are using like a virtual address, especially if it's a virtual address that you can't actually walk in and pick up mail, they are going to suspend your account and take it down completely. I see your question, Talicia. I'm about to answer it. I just want to make sure I get to all of the other ones, if you don't mind. Yo, so Miss Tammy, I'm not even gonna say that right, but yeah, she did. Ayana had been she was verified, but basically they took her account down. Right. Right, that's what exactly. Because if you're using a virtual address on Google now, I'm telling you, they're going to take it down. Like they're going to let you get by. You'll get a card or however you get in your mail. They'll let it get by, but eventually they will shut it down. So that is a thing that they're doing now. They are a lot stricter now. Let me see. I just seen something on here. Talicia. Oh, here you go. She said, "What are good signing platforms to get signed up for?" So I always tell people SnapDocs straight up. I always tell people to get SnapDocs, get on SnapDocs. When you're on SnapDocs, get SnapDocs verified because they start sending you assignments. Depending on the area that you're located in, it depends on how many. Oh, hold on, I got groceries here. I ordered the groceries. It's late, but hold on one second. Let me get the kids. All right, sorry guys. I had forgot about my groceries and my phone is definitely on silent. But back to what I was saying. So I always recommend SnapDocs because one, you need to get SnapDocs verified. Because SnapDocs starts sending you notifications, and then after your SnapDocs, after your SnapDocs verified, then you should start signing up for some of the signing companies. Now it really depends on the area. Also, too, Tracy, some people's profiles are not correct. Um, you gotta make sure you got a picture on there, a good description. Um, it's different factors on SnapDocs, but definitely being SnapDocs verified does get you assignments. Now, I'm not sure. You say you're not receiving assignments. That is pretty strange too. Um, been verified on SnapDocs for over a month. So another thing too. So sometimes I get issues where people say they've been verified, but also too, some people don't have their notifications set up going to their phone. So you do want to make sure you have your notifications turned on going to your phone. That's one thing. Miss Tracy Nicole. But SnapDocs is not the end all be all either. That's why it's so important for you all. Like honestly, hold on one second. Okay. Anywho, even though SnapDocs is a great platform, like don't get me wrong, SnapDocs is great because it does bring you clients, but also too, like kind of what somebody said was, you have to still put in the work into this business. Like you still have to sit down and sign up for different signing companies. Like you really do. And when I mean sign up for signing companies, I mean sign up for signing companies. Don't just sign up for the ones where you see people like, oh, Amrock, this, that. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, if you can name a signing company to me, I know you didn't sign up for enough. I'm 100% sure you're not signed up for enough signing companies. And to be honest, so part of this business, there's platforms that you can list yourself on where people will just call you and you receive some of the work. But if you really want the work, you really have to take your time and sign up for companies. Make sure you have all the requirements that they require for you to work for them. Because some people too, you're signing up for the companies, you don't have E&O insurance. Or you only have a really low amount. So sometimes too, if you have a low amount, depending on what state you're in, they're gonna look past you. They're not gonna work with you. I know here in Texas, they want people to have a high E&O insurance. So you have a low amount E&O insurance, they're gonna look past you. Some of y'all profiles. Now, I'll be honest. I look at some of these notary sign agent profiles. Some of y'all need to redo them. The photos ain't right. Some of y'all don't have no description in there. Not right. Some of y'all it's just a mess. I'm just gonna be honest. Like some of the things I see, it just just need to be corrected and fixed. But honestly, like you really do have to take your time and sign up for some companies. Like I promise you. And then when you start working with companies, and then you can start going direct, marketing yourself, putting yourself in places where, for direct business, to be honest. But definitely SnapDocs is not the end all be all in this business. Like you really do have to sign up for signing companies. Sometimes you got to sign for signing companies just to even get noticed, because some of them are on SnapDocs, but kind of what I noticed too, if they like go on SnapDocs, you can always call and be like, once when you sign up through them with their vendors list, you can always call them, just do like a verification, like, hey, you'll be like, hey, I just submitted my application, just wanted to let you know I'm new and I really look forward to working with you, or something like that. Just something friendly. You don't really have to sell people all the time as soon as you call them. Just letting you know I'm here. How you doing? Type of thing. Let me see. So Tracy said the couple was disputing the numbers on the settlement statement, ended the signing of. Okay, hold on, Tracy. Is that the mistake you talking about you made? Let me see. I think you said you made a huge. Is that the mistake you was talking about? Let me make sure, because I got to scroll back up to make sure. Oh, CW, I definitely missed this. I've only been in business since January, but you really have to educate yourself, because I heard before I became a notary, $10,000 a month. Patience is key and a lot of prayer. Absolutely. And you know what? That's another thing. Like, I love the stories, I do love the stories, but also too, you do have to be patient in this business. Like you have to be patient. And I'm not just going to say in this business and entrepreneurship, period. Like you have to be patient, no matter what you do, especially starting your own business, you have to be patient. Just because you open a cookie store did not mean 100 people about to walk through your door that very day. Some people, it might happen that day, but consistently 100 people a day and no one knows you and nothing. It really takes time. Marketing yourself and really getting business just takes time. You have to be patient. But I want to go back to Tracy, because she had a little situation going on here. Hey, I can't see who's that saying hey Shawnee, but hey, if you're on Facebook, I can't see your name. Okay, so I kind of do want to go back into this. You're welcome, Talicia. So, Talicia, whatever, still be encouraged, still be motivated to do this. To be honest, I like this business do work. If you're patient and you work it, you do the work, like it is not going to come to you. To be honest, it's like you're going to get the work. Just be patient. Just really be patient. And I think I don't know if someone said to pray, but definitely start praying too, to really get your business rolling. Oh, hey, Roberta. So I'm gonna go back to Tracy. She's so crazy. This couple was disputing the numbers on the settlement statement. So is there a reason why you ended the signing and advised to call his loan officer? And I ended the signing and advised him to call the loan officer and title the loan officer. Oh, okay. So you went and got paid twice. So when you was at the signing table, they didn't answer. All right, so I'm gonna go to this question right here. So, so I don't know how to say your name. I guess it's Kimmy Yvette, if I'm not mistaken. So she put on here, I'm new. What wrong companies are newbie friendly? The company that I recommend right now, to you that as far as I know it, that's working with like people is Notarize. And the only reason I'm recommending them is because they have this program called the Notary on Demand. And Miss Kimmy, if you check out my video that I did with Samantha with Notarize, they actually talk about that program. And basically, that program, they train you. So they train you in that program. They give you scripts. They teach you the whole process and everything to get started. And then not only after they do that, when you turn on your computer, they bring clients to you. Now you're not gonna be making a boohoo money over there, I mean, you'll be making money as it add up, but it's not going to be like you turn on your camera, you about to make $100 for that appointment type of thing. No, it's teaching you the process and it's helping you become wrong so that you can go on to become an independent. To answer your question, Miss Kim, yet. Okay. Okay. Good. I thought you just left the table. I'm like, dang. I said, you ever call them? Let me see. And guys, you know what? So, guys, we got the coronavirus going on. People are under a lot of stress. Like people are not acting themselves. So guys, sometimes we gotta have just a little compassion for people. People, things is hard right now. Everybody, like coronavirus, COVID-19 has changed like the whole world dynamics. People that probably were okay in life are not doing okay. So we gotta be a little compassion. Because we got two people here have situations. All right, so Amari, turn the hair up, please, because I'm definitely cold. Let me see. We got Miss Sherry Monique. I feel like I skipped the question, but if I did, I apologize, guys. Miss Sherry Monique said, "I'm very new. Is it worth applying for BankServe?" Now they do want a lot of people with experience, signing experience. Now I want to tell you now, Sherry, do what you. Sometimes I believe do what your commission can handle. And I'm only saying that like what is like the big rush? Because sometimes if you don't know what you're doing, you know that you're going to be making mistakes because some of those top-notch companies, they're like that because one, they do offer higher pay, but not only is higher paying, they're consistent, they give you work. But the thing is, when you mess up with some of those good paying companies, it could just take one time for them and they're like, next. They're not going to waste their time with newbies who make a whole lot of mistakes and corrections when they have a whole team of experienced notaries. So that's the advice I have for you. Who's that? Miss Sherry Monique. And Miss CW said, yes, I'm also a hairstylist. And it takes time to build business. It's continuous marketing, referrals, and doing quality work. I'm glad you brought that up. Quality work. It was somebody who listened to today, and they was like, quality over quantity. You can do 10 signings a day, but are you still able to provide each person with the same quality of work? Are you still able to provide top-notch customer service? And I know y'all been in situations, where you go out to eat, a person works 10 hours a day, but by 5 o'clock, they got a whole attitude. They grumpy, they rude, they not doing things right, and the same thing applies to business. You have to still make sure that you're still able to function at a high level, doing quality stuff, not missing signings, missing where they sign, rushing and all of that, rushing the barber. You still have to be able to do that. So although some people want the business, it is all about the quality because now these companies are getting strict now as far as, they're docking the pay. I seen one lady say that they telling people that they're gonna send you an invoice if you mess up type of thing. Or something like you have to pay them type of thing. If there's any mistakes that you're going to end up paying them. So definitely take your time in this business. Like, especially if it's a really good company and you want to work for them. I'm not encouraging you to mess up, but if you make some mistakes, make it with some of these smaller companies, make your mistakes at a lower level. Like don't walk to the title and that you're not it. That you are really struggling with the documents. If you're struggling with documents, do not walk in no title company at this second. You know, build your confidence up, and then you can walk up in there. I don't believe in just walking in that door and you don't know. That's just never been my thing. Um, Roberta is one of my stars. I'm home. Before I go into Roberta though, hold on. I'm also a hairstylist. It takes time to build a business. Sorry about that. Oh, this is the one. I had a Tracy situation today. First time today, I called loan officer, no answer. Called title and was advised to continue. Signers could send check within 3 days. Signers were told 37 cents cash to close, but paperwork said $4.79. Complete signing. Signers were happy. Well, that's good that they were still happy. And you know what? Sometimes, guys, you are going to run into situations where they won't answer the phone. And if the signers are still willing to sign, then that's okay. But most likely, they probably was still willing to sign because I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure who you are because they don't say your name, but I'm pretty sure. Is that Roberta? I'm pretty sure if you have a great personality and you're professional and you're right, you are on point. People are going to feel comfortable with you, and they're like, "Well, I'll still sign." And then, but really, what happened in their mind is like, we gonna call that loan officer because he told us one thing, because really they're looking at you like we don't want to take up your time because we know you don't have nothing to do with this. So sometimes just being that good professional notary signing agent is really what goes a long way in this business also. Um, Coast to coast is good. I know they pay low, but consistency is good and gives you opportunity to sharpen your craft. Absolutely. So you can sharpen your craft with some of them lower paying companies and then move on. You know. um. See, Tracy, we got two Detroit people in here. Who said that? Sinoshe. We got two people. Hey, Sharon. Oh, she said they'll blackball you in Ohio. And here, Roberta, I think they're less forgiving regarding mistakes. They are. Some of the bigger companies, like, trust me, if they're a high paying company, they is not about to be stressing about no newbie messing up. They is like, don't worry about us. He's contacting you. Like, that's how some of them are. So that's his word of advice. If you know you're not ready to be doing no closings and you know that, you know, you're gonna be making a whole bunch of mistakes, like don't even bother with some of those companies yet. Let me see. Oh, I was talking about Roberta. So Roberta, I remember when she started last year, she was cool, she was great, but she was definitely was calling me and was like, I'm not receiving no work. And I was like, we gotta be patient. We gotta be patient. Now Roberta is like really booked, busy. I believe you're getting direct clients too, Roberta. Yeah, she did. She get direct clients. So guys, that just goes to show, like, you really do have to be patient. Everybody results are gonna be different on what they receive, how fast they receive the assignments and everything, to be honest. Oh, Sharon, I remember you. I remembered the name. I was trying to put a picture to it. Oh, I did talk to you. Absolutely. Well, you're welcome. But you really do have to be like really patient in this business. Like you really, really do. Because the thing is, there's so many factors determining. Ooh, camera shaking. There's so many different factors determining on how much work you receive and stuff like that. So you really have to be patient, to be honest with you. If you're doing the steps, sign up for companies, your time will come. I promise you it will come. Let me see. So Miss Sherry said, thank you. I was just wondering, since the first is coming up, I'm in no rush. Don't want to knock myself out running with the top companies as I'm learning. Yeah, I mean, definitely take your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely take your time. You can sign up. So you can sign up with them, but I mean, it's not like you sign up and sometimes, it might be 2 or 3 weeks before you actually get a notification from them. So definitely, take your time with working with some of these companies, to be honest. Like I'm glad you're not in a rush, because there's people, they are in a rush. I'm not sure what the rush is, but some people are in a rush, but it will come. Never experienced that, and I'm grateful. Call first if you have doubt. Call. You can't be afraid to call, but expect to get top pay. Sharpen your craft. Absolutely, absolutely. Let me see. How long I've been on here? I've been on for an hour. I gotta go. Don't be nervous. The sauna doesn't know that you're nude. You knew. You know what? The sauna does not know. Well, it depends on what you're doing sometimes. But most of the time they will not. They really don't know. I know one time someone for my first one, they thought I was doing it for a while. I didn't know what I was doing. I messed up bad, but they was definitely like thought I like been doing it for a while, and I'm like, no, this was my first one. So sometimes they really won't know, to be honest with you. Let me see. The previous closing fell through, so it changed the numbers. You know all of these, Roberta. Yes, ma'am. But I'm rocking it now. Yep, you're a great mentor. You're a great mentor. I took in everything you told me, Roberta. Oh, thank you, Roberta. Roberta, do you have YouTube? Because it's not showing a name on Facebook. But I think I'm gonna go. That's all. Roberta, I'm proud of you. I'm happy that you are experiencing your results. You know what? To be honest, like really that's what makes me that's what makes my day, and that what keeps me going within our institution, knowing that I have truly honestly helped people, get into this business and get the make the money that they want to make. And you know, I want to tell you, some people have jobs, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with working your job and working the business. And I'm happy that I've been able to help a lot of different people achieve the results of actually, getting into this business and making money doing it. So I'm honored. Like when I hear stories like Roberta's, I have someone else named Kim. I have like a lot of other people. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people that I do work with, they just they like low key. They kind of like me. Like we like to work, make our money, and then mind our business. Like what do we call like that? I'm not gonna say Arab money, but kind of like that quiet money. We like to make our money, help other people, get other people to make money with us. But we all be sitting right here just making our money. We don't need to be all flashy and showing the whole world and all that. We don't need to do all that. We're gonna make our money and then teach others how to make the money also. And that's what I'm very passionate about, helping other people make money. Oh, thank you, Keisha. I was just about to say that for the training. So I'm going to wrap it up. Let me see. This is my boo. So happy to work with you. Yes, ma'am. I'm about to go back to you, Akisha. Yes, ma'am. I'm on it. Tax day was extended, so I got a little bit more time now. But yes, ma'am, I am on it. I am on it. Have taken my loan signing class as who I can reach out for notary work. Absolutely. Oh, you made 5K part time. Absolutely. Damn, that's pretty. That's good. That's really good, Roberta. It was somebody. Oh, I forgot to reply to my email. It was someone else who sent me an email about. Dang. Okay, I'm about to get off. So hold on. I need to send. I need to send this lady an email. But anywho, I'm about to hop off in a little bit. But also thank you, Keisha, for bringing up that training. So I have a lot, well, in-person training happening April April 10th and 11th in Cedar Park, Texas. For y'all who don't know where that's at, that's like located near Round Rock, close to Austin, Texas. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to start your mobile notary business. So, it's going to be it's going to be an interactive workshop. I will be going over general notary work, and then also I'm doing the loan signings. And really, with this training, like you're going to be able to get business, get clients, start making your money, and then also not just about making the money, but also knowing what to do, how to actually conduct the loan closing. And that is my mission for the training. I look forward to seeing you all at this training workshop. We do only have limited spaces because because I believe for the Saturday we only have 2 more people that can sign up, and then on the Sunday training is open. I want to say like 6, 7. Sunday, I have 4 more people that can sign up for Sunday training. It's not on here, but I just had to think about who all has on here. So here you go. So that's the link for the training, everyone. But I won't go ahead and hop off because I actually got to put away my groceries that I had. But for anyone that is interested in the training, you're more than welcome to check out this link, or also you can send a message to the Notary Institution page, and I'll make sure you get the link so you can have access to the training. So you can get to the training. And another thing too with the training, it will come with some pre-recorded videos also as a supplement after the training program. So you'll get a workbook. I have a workbook that I'm giving to you all. And then also you'll get some access to some of the pre-recorded materials that I have already. But I'm going to go ahead and go, guys. I see Roberta giving her knowledge. Just get out there. So we're going to end it on a good note. Talicia Saunders, just get out there and try it. Experience is going to be your best key. Focus on your craft. Don't chase the money. The money will come when your craft is on point. Trust, be steadfast, and keep faith. Absolutely. Everything operates out of faith. And that is a great way to close out the live. So everyone, I look forward to seeing y'all on April 9th. No, it's April 10th and April 11th for the training. I look forward to seeing some of you all in person now. And everyone, y'all have a good night. Toodles.